RG3 pull the Redskins out of their early season funk? Can Kaepernick and the Niners rebound from that Seattle beatdown? Find out right now on the Paddy Power Sports Network.
Hey, thanks, Kelly, and welcome back to the Paddy Power Sports Network. I'm Pat Williams with Kenny White. Kenny, week 3 in the National Football League. It's been very interesting. Hey, stay tuned. Right at the end of this segment, we're going to tell you how to win a 50-pound free bet from PaddyPower.com. Kenny, let's get right to this week's action. The Washington Redskins laying a point at home, hosting the Detroit Lions. Kenny, what in the world is going on in Washington right now?
Well, the big thing, and I don't know if it's can RG3 get the Redskins out of the funk. I think it's the offense needs to get out of the funk. And they're running a spread option with a quarterback who can't run anymore. And in the second half, they go to a pro set and they score all kinds of points. I think you'll see an adjustment this week. Scrap the pro set because you know RG3 is not going to run the football. Just let him be a drop-back passer if that's what he's going to be. Don't try to be tricky because the defense knows he's handing the ball off, so there's no misconception in the offense.
And Reggie Bush, who is now a vital cog in the wheel of the Detroit Lions offense, banged his knee up last week, Kenny, but it looks like that injury may not be as bad as originally thought.
Yeah, it's not, and they need the running game. Stafford continues to throw the ball 40 times a game.
Love that.
It's just not – they're not going to win doing that. I love throwing the football, but there needs to be more balance in the running game.
All right, let's talk about this total, 49, two teams that can score points. And you just said Washington's probably going to go to that pro-style set, which means to me even more points scored.
Well, the biggest thing is Washington's defense.
Horrible.
Right now. Pat, look at this defense. At 500 yards, over 7 yards per play. Everybody has gone through them like Swiss cheese. So Detroit, they love to throw the football. They love to put points on the board. They're going to have no problem in this game.
Kenny, let's talk about this week's Money Back Special. Hey, I love this one. If the last touchdown in any Week 3 game is 25 yards or more, Paddy Power will refund all losing match handicap bets on that match. How about the second game? Again, we've got the Niners. The Niners hosting Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Kenny, a big number here. The Niners, they're going to have to lay 10.5 with a total in this game sitting at 46.
Yeah, it is a big number, and Andrew Luck really coming back to face off against his old coach from Stanford, Jim Harbaugh. And in the Bay Area where he was such a star, I think Luck has a big day. San Francisco, can you get up off the mat after getting completely demoralized by Seattle? I don't know if they can or not. I don't know if they can be prepared for Indy when they know they're 10-point favorites.
All right, big news in Indianapolis. It just happened yesterday. Trent Richardson, a former number one pick. This guy is definitely a top 5 or 6 running back in the NFL, I think.
Yep.
And here he is. He gets traded in the middle of the season.
Get him some blocking. He wanted to run the ball in Cleveland, and he complained about it. There had to be more to it than that. Maybe it was a problem in the locker room. Change of scenery might do him great because he is a big-time back. This will help this offense. I'm sure Andrew Luck will get this guy straightened out.
All right, Kenny, laying double digits is really murder in the National Football League. It's happened this season, I think 3 or 4 times. None of those games have covered. This game, coming off a loss, could get ugly. I think the Niners' defense are going to come after Luck.
Well, they had some guys banged up last week, too, so that might hurt that defense a little bit. But, again, I go back to it was such a physical game against Seattle that it's going to be hard for them, I think, to continue to create that same intensity the next week, knowing they're supposed to win this game. I think Indy's in the game.
Let's talk about this week's Stat Attack.
Hey, this week's Stat Attack. Did you know Jim Harbaugh, the coach of the 49ers, is 7-0 straight up, 6-1 against the spread following a straight-up loss. The total points in those games, the average number was 29.
All right, we told you we were going to give a 50-pound free bet away. Here we go. Last week's winner, Mr. Hugh Orr, brought home the money. This week's 50-pound free bet, all you have to do, go on Twitter, use hashtag PPSN, and tell me the first touchdown score in the Miami Dolphins-Atlanta Falcons game. Send it in. Let's see if you can win the 50-pound free bet. As always, if we have a tie, Kenny, we'll draw for the winner. He's Kenny White. I'm Pat Williams. Good luck on all your bets in the American football NFL. We'll see you right back here next week on the Paddy Power Sports Network.